Hello, happy Monday. It's Charlotte Thornton, the career mentor for actors, with another Mindset Mini. So that's the little name I've come up for it. So it's 6 o'clock and hopefully we've gone live. I'll just hang 10 and see if anyone is here. It takes a while for the comments to load, so just have a little look there. Because if anyone's got any questions, happy to dive in with something that's of interest to you or of concern to you today. If not, I'm going to talk about meditation, mantras, and mindfulness. If you think it's not for you, then it is, because it is for you. Cool. Just a few more seconds, see if anyone else is going to join. If you're here, say hi, or give me a shout out, or give me an emoji. Let me know how you're doing. I keep meaning to say, and I'll put a post, but anyone who wants to either recommend an Edinburgh show or big up their own Edinburgh show, obviously, please feel free to post. In fact, I'll do a post especially for that, and you can put your show in there or your recommendations in there or something you've seen that you'd like. Be good to hear how Edinburgh is going on this year. Hi, Stephen. Hello. Cool. So I get started. So meditation. As you probably gather from me, I'm quite high energy. The thought of sitting still and meditating was something that I put off for years and years and years and years, because I just kind of thought it wasn't for me. I'm just a different energy. Hi, Holly. And I thought, it's not for everybody. But the more I kept reading about it, the more I heard how great it was for the brain functionality, for memory, for anxiety, for depression. And so it just got to a point where I thought, I just can't really ignore this any longer. And one of the things that helped me, mindfulness session. There we go. Obviously, I'm all about the M's: mindset, mini, masterclass, mindfulness, meditation. Yeah, so one of the things that helped me, and so I'll share it in case it helps anyone else, is one, you do not have to sit cross-legged. Yeah, if you find that uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. You can sit in a chair. Also, if you find that you sort of feel like you're failing at it too fast, obviously you're not going to be good at something until you practice it. But equally, sometimes if we fail at something too fast, it puts us off. Right? If I go and play tennis with someone who's really good, it won't motivate me to improve, because it'll just be I'll fail too much too fast, if that makes sense. Whereas if I play with someone a little bit better than me, there's enough growth opportunity, but not so much that it knocks me over. So I hope that makes sense. So if the idea of sitting in pure silence, cross-legged, is what's putting you off meditation, don't worry, that's not what you have to do. You can sit in a chair, and you can do lying down meditations as well. You could be semi-supine. Or you can lie down fully if you don't fall asleep. Or if you want to fall asleep, obviously, also good. So the secret to the silence one either is practice, or I love guided visualizations or guided meditations. And there's loads that are free on YouTube that you can try. I went with something, again, I'm not kind of necessarily endorsing it, but it had a free one, and then I signed up, called Meditainment, and they're all 20 minutes. And they're all different ones. You can go kind of, walking on a tropical island, or, in the Arctic, going to an igloo, or a little wooden cabin, or the spa. So there's all kinds of different meditations that we can have. So whilst, if you are really meditation resistant, I would suggest it may be that it's for you, because sometimes we resist the thing we need the most. And so sometimes when we're looking at what we're kind of like resisting doing, that's the thing we ought to lean into. So if you're resisting meditation, try sitting down, guided meditations. Don't jump into, kind of like really super hard silent retreat kind of stuff straight away. Yeah, like ease yourself in gradually. And on a kind of meditation theme, but also a mantra theme, a lovely friend of mine gave me this present. Again, I don't sell these or anything, but she gave me this, and I believe it's called a mala necklace. I think you can get bracelets as well. There's a certain number of beads on it, and you basically pass the beads through your fingers, and when you've got all the way around the necklace, that is the end of your meditation. So it's another great thing to give you a focus, so the brain doesn't, and that's what I use if I've got a mantra. So a mantra can be many things, because I think there are probably, and again, I'm not a yogi, right, but I think there are sort of probably Sanskrit mantras and things like that. But I'll take an affirmation. So either something that and you can look at I've done videos on affirmations. There's affirmations 1 and affirmations 2. So affirmation is a positive present tense sentence. So if you had a belief that you wanted to instill, so you've learnt a wrong belief about yourself, like that you don't have confidence or that you're not good enough. You find the opposite statement, I am good enough. Yeah, I believe in myself. I get more confident every day, whatever it is. And then with each bead, you say the affirmation again. So you'll get, I think it's 102, maybe it's 103. I mean, my friend gave this to me and I looked it up, and there are videos on malas. But it just gives, again, it's another focus. And instead of having a clock or a timer that goes off, it's actually really soothing, because I can actually do that in silence, because I've got my mantra and the bead is focusing me to do the mantra again and again, as opposed to doing 3 and then suddenly imagining, what am I going to cook for my dinner? You know, the stuff that gets in our heads. So mantras and malas. Because I know Bob Proctor, who's an amazing personal development guy, who's in his 80s now, and he's amazing, very high energy. And he talks about how many times you have to do a positive affirmation in order to sort of relearn the false programming, or the negative, unhelpful, doesn't work for you programming. And it is kind of like 100 times a day or something. So I like that, because it's giving that repetition without you kind of going, number 1, number 2, number 3, you know, because it shouldn't be tedious. It should all be joyous on some level, but sometimes there is a nature of sort of repetition or that's required, right? Like brushing your teeth. There's repetition is what's taking you to the goal of having teeth that stay in, hopefully when you're older. So that's mala. So yeah, you don't have to have one of those, but it's just something a friend gave me, and it just really, really helped me stay focused. If you are like me, a little bit woo, woo, woo. Great. And so mindfulness, and I'll include, I did a piece for Spotlight last week or last month on sort of how to handle being in isolation, for anyone had to be in isolation for filming or other reasons. And I put a mindfulness exercise in there, which is from, and again, I'm not a mindfulness trainer, but I went and did the mindfulness-based stress reduction course, and they taught this one exercise. So I've included that in there. So I'll put a link below, and you can, if you want to go through this exercise, you can. It's actually just really interesting acting exercise. So mindfulness is just about being in the moment, right? So you pull yourself in the moment by using the senses. So it's tuning into what you can hear, but without judgment, tuning into what you can see, tuning into what you can smell, not deciding if anything's good or bad, but just getting present. And so all of these things, meditation, which you can focus on the breath, mindfulness, focusing on the senses, mantras, focusing on a mantra, or there's obviously meditations where you focus on a candle, or singing bowls. Also, I love singing bowls, Tibetan singing bowls. So there are things where, they're all those things have in common is about getting centered and in the moment. And in the moment takes us out of anxiety, and in the moment we kind of connect back with ourselves. So I just wanted to encourage everybody, if you were like me, sitting on the fence about some of these things, thinking, no, I'm more a body pump, body combat kind of girl, that the science, if you look about it, and what meditation is actually doing to the brain is phenomenal. And there's a lady who does do meditation courses who says, we meditate not to get good at meditating, but to get good at life. And certainly when I'm kind of on it, and I know lots of us are like, we're either on it doing our positive things, sometimes we fall off the wagon. When I am doing it consistently, I found it really, really helped. So so just to encourage you, you don't have to be omming, although, that you can also, there's, what they called Chakra Meditations, where each chakra has a note. And again, so if you're a singing person, you might really love that. And just going through, and again, you're aligning kind of energy centers is the thought behind that. So again, you can go as sort of, or as weird and wonderful as you like, or as scientific as you like, or just as sensual as you like with all of these things. But I think especially if you've got anxiety, depression, not focusing as you'd like to do, or you've got an important audition and things are kind of feeling a bit off balance, these are some of your tools: meditation, mantras, and mindfulness. Lovely, great. So do share and like this video. Anyone you think might want to know more about these mindset videos, let them know where they are. I'm also on YouTube. My channel is Talent Isn't Enough. I upload these on there, and then subtitles are added. So if anyone needs subtitles, that's the place where they can find them. And share your experiences below on mantras, mindfulness, meditation. I'd love to hear all about it. That's it. Next Monday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you there.